tune of Param Chaitanya. If his heart is full of all these man-made ideas, I don't know what will happen. Even when they transplant the heart, they cannot do it with a man-made. They have to use a real natural one. So you can imagine when you try to take to all these odd ideas are just divisive. They will never give you collectivity. So introspection has to be made. Are we one, or we are judging each other? Now the judgment is quite a lot also. Now all this can be seen only when you live together. Otherwise, how will you know? When you start living together, you start discovering what is missing in you, what is not there, what has to be there. It is so peaceful to have a heart which is full of love, because every movement of that heart is so much joy giving, so much joy giving. There's a story of Sri Rama that he ate the berries, a kind of fruit, which were first tested by an old lady with such love. I mean, shows what? Shows that a person like Sri Ram was the king of the highest heritage, and this old lady who was just of the lowest caste gives him these fruits with such love. And when he eats that, he starts praising it. So his wife says, "Give me some." It's all right. But the brother is still halfway, I think, in Sahaja Yoga. So he doesn't like. He gets angry. Then she eats and she says, "Brother-in-law, it's wonderful fruit, I must say." He says, "All right, give me some." He says, "Why should I give you now? Well, first you were very much angry, so why should I give you these fruits to eat?" The story shows that the level of your personality as Guru is judged by your clean heart, by your loving heart, by your highest remarkable personality. In the personality, it is not something that is to be built in artificially. It is not artificial. It is natural, absolutely natural. Whatever you do has to be natural. So this artificiality of certain ways of talking or certain ways of living together creates problem. For example, we had an ashram in America, in New York, and there was a lady who was very strict. Everything should be tip-top, it should be here, the spoons must be there, and the forks should be here, and all sorts of things. And she hurt many people. Not important. These cultural, I can call it the taboos, are not important in Sahaja, because now you have become a Guru. Guru can stay anywhere, live anywhere, eat anything, anytime. That should be the case. But also I have seen in Sahaja Yoga, there are many who are very anxious to eat food as soon as it is served. Once it happened, I was there, they had served the food, and just they started removing the plates. I said, "What's the matter? I have to eat food." "Oh, you haven't not eaten, mother?" "No, I haven't just touched it even." So you see, sort of, first is the very lowest type of, we should say, desire is the hunger. Now a Guru doesn't bother. Whatever you give, all right. Whatever you want not to give, all right. Even if you don't give, is all right. But one has to develop that by killing your ego. People feel very hurt if you serve them little later than another person. There's all kinds of funny things I've seen in Sajkuka. On the contrary, it is the lowest type of, I should say, a desire. We should not be very much catered to if you want to be a real guru. Of course, many problems are solved. As I have seen so far, that they do not take to drugs and they do not take to drinking and all such things. This is such a blessing, because if I had to start from that level, I don't know how deep I would have gone, from where I would have pulled you out. But that is, of course, a very big thing. That is quite a nice thing. But still, to make a beautiful life out of you, which will attract the attention of everyone, how you talk, how you behave, how you love. So again, one has to say that Guru Pada comes only through the love that you have. Like they'll have, say, 10 people, for anything, for a drama suppose, and they have it only from a particular country or from a particular group, then there's no fun. There's no fun. For example, they'll have a music group. So from the particular one caste could be, or could be one religion, could be one, you can say one school or anything. So that shows that you are still not there as a guru. You should like every kind of culture, every kind of beauty, and that has to be brought in our daily life. We should not look down upon anyone for their color, for their race, for their status, class consciousness. All this has been shown in the lives of all these gurus, saints who lived. Tukarama says, "Oh God, thank God, you have made me a scheduled caste." He was not, but he just says, all of us, all the time, should not be conscious of what has been our birth, what has been our personality, or what has been our big name. One should not be able to make out it, who is the saint and who is not. Even people are proud that they are saints. I was surprised in America also very much that the Russians who have gone there are a very different quality people. They wouldn't raise their eyes to me, wouldn't raise their eyes. And very deep, very, very deep. Vibrations were very deep. The reason is, I think, they have been oppressed during communism, perhaps maybe, and now they have come to America, where they have seen so-called freedom and what nonsense it is doing. So, knowing these two extremes, I think they have gone very deep into their own being. And they have such strength and such unity among themselves. I was surprised that I had never met them before. They didn't come from Russia. They came, only they were there. So what is it that has kept them like that is that they had no religion in their heads. They had no religion. To them every religion is the same, and they had no religion to follow. So a guru cannot belong to any religion, because these religions are also man-made. They have created such a problem all over, and they are all fighting among themselves. How can they be divine? So you should not get involved into some sort of a religious bias. I've seen it, that a Sahajogi, say if he is a Christian, then the bias will be shown that he is a Christian, you can make it out. If he is a Jew, you can make it out. So what's the use of coming to Sahajoga? Their attention, if it goes inside, they'll find out. You have to dissect yourself to see what's wrong with you and why is it that you are not very successful as a guru. The success of the guru is he doesn't bother about time. Every time is the holy time. For he is not bothered if somebody is late or has come early. He is not a slave of watches and time. This is also man-made. There were no watches about, I think, 300 years back. And nobody was so particular about the timing. So first thing, he is beyond time. Kalatita. Then he is also Gunatit. Gunatit means he doesn't belong to the left side or to the right side or to the center. He is beyond these three, beyond these gunas, where he stands and sees everything in the divine light. Everything. If something good happens to him, he said the divine light has done. If something bad happens to him, he said the divine light wanted this way. Everything he leaves for the divine light. He is beyond the gunas. Like supposing there is a person who is on the right side, egoistical. Then he'll start saying, how is it? I wanted this didn't work out, and how. He'll challenge. Another will start crying, the left-sided one, that I'm very sorry, this has happened to me, it should not have happened. Or in the center also, he might think that how far are my vibrations, how could I not know, and all that.